Welcome to I Might Be Lying. Put your hands together for your host, Brooke Chamberlain.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to I Might Be Lying. Thank you. A show where we share interesting true stories about ourselves or interesting lies that are really stories we wish were true. Our announcer this evening is Steve Hines. Hello, Steve. So, Steve, I understand that you have a tattoo on your back of a My Little Pony.
I do.
Yes. What's its character's name?
Sunshine Lovefire.
And what's Sunshine Lovefire's specialty?
It makes pancakes out of sunshine and love.
Whoa! Can't wait to see that tattoo. And thank you. Our video tech genius is Marianne Rambo. And thank you, Sir Patrick Short, for streaming us. Thank you very much.
Sir Patrick.
Sir Patrick. I'd like to introduce our teams. Team Ryan. We have a very funny lady and a wonder on the stage. Her name is Angela Michton. A woman whose hair keeps getting longer the funnier she gets. It's Johanna Lawler. And your captain, the man who can make anything out of lumber, is Ryan Gangware. And Team Kelsey, we have the sweetest contestant who specializes in chocolate. It's Erin Katzenberger. She'll tell you a story, and her pants have been on fire. It's Hannah Michelati. And your captain of the team, the best Garth impersonator this side of Mississippi, as well as a fellow cat lover, it's Kelsey Faith. Move into round one. I will hand someone a card that will contain a statement to be read out loud that will be either true or false about them, and the other team will get to ask that individual questions to help them decide if it is the truth or a lie. If they guess correctly, that team will score a point. The players have not seen these cards, and I have decided who will be telling the truth and who will be telling a lie.
Gasp.
Hannah gets the first card. Speak loudly for everyone to hear.
I once locked myself inside my hotel room.
First question.
Yes.
May I ask how old were you when you locked yourself in the hotel room?
27.
Can you just tell us some more about what was going on at this time?
Yes, I was on a work trip in Baltimore, Maryland, and I was at a Hilton Garden Inn, and I was staying on the 14th floor. I was desperate to go home. It was the last day of my stay during the whole week of work, and I went to go grab the handle, and the pins in the handle broke. The door handle just kept going like this. So my boss always said, proof where it didn't happen. So I got on Snapchat and I started filming it live. Little did I know he was in the meeting I was supposed to be in, and he started showing everyone the Snapchat video live and was like, look, she's stuck in her hotel room.
That was a lot of details.
How long were you stuck there?
Well, I called down to the front desk and they didn't believe me, and they said they'd send a technician, and it was about 45 minutes before the tech actually got there.
5 minutes. Was there a balcony?
No, but I was prepared to throw the suitcase out the window and like rappel down.
Wait, you brought a suitcase?
Mistake number one.
Liar already! Did you think about escaping any sort of way? Besides just throwing the suitcase?
Oh yeah, no, like I was going to I climb for fun, like rock climb. So I was gonna fashion myself a rappel system from the bed, like Maria von Trapp. You know, she took the drapes to make clothes. I was gonna rappel out the window with the sheets. I was so desperate to get out of the hotel room, and I wasn't sure if my suitcase was like heavy enough to break the glass. But I figured I could find things in the room that could break the glass to get me out.
Did you
Was it
call
raining?
anyone else? Sorry.
Was it raining? No. No, it was in August. Very muggy.
Did you call anyone else to tell them?
No, just kept calling my boss because I was so frantic that I was going to miss the meeting and then miss my flight, and he'd have to give me his credit card to book me on the next flight home.
What color were the drapes?
I don't know, standard hotel gray. Like whatever the Hilton Garden Inn buys in bulk.
And you said you were there for work. What was your job?
I was a product line manager for Under Armour.
That's some good details. Like really quick with the details. Do you have any thoughts yet, Angela? You think she's on?
She was pretty fast with the details.
Really fast. Like you were too fast with those details.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your 3 minutes. I am now going to go to the audience here really quick. Is there any last question that you think you would like to ask about this person?
Did you have room service while you were there?
It was too expensive for per diem, so no.
In Baltimore? What do you think? We're thinking true, possibly? Oh. All right, we're going to go with true.
Okay, let's figure out what microphone this is on, channel on. Thank you very much. But you're going to go with true?
We're going to go with true.
All right, and the answer is
All true.
One point for which one's fireproof?
Oh, that's us. We are fireproof.
That threw me
pants.
off because of the pants on fire.
Yeah.
I know, because apparently that side over there not only did shirts, but a team name.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
found out.
Yes.
Captain
And then,
Kelsey's prepared.
just so you know, each guys, they're going to have about 3 minutes per round of questions. So, all right. We'll still figure out where the microphone is on this.
Oh, there's a button.
Thank you.
On the bottom, it's a little button.
Yeah.
It's not on the bottom.
Oh, it's not on the button.
It's right below.
That was a lie.
Where your pinky was before. Sound checking is a fun thing.
Yes.
Great
All
story,
right.
by the way.
Our next what?
Yeah, that was
That's a great story, by the way.
Yes, great story. All right. Our next. I turned it off. Our next part goes to.
Okay. I once swallowed a quarter on a dare.
Did it pass?
Yes, it did.
Tell me in detail about that night.
It took about. Did you say that night?
I assume.
It was a morning constitutional. It took about a week, and it was painful.
Who dared you to swallow the quarter?
My friend Jenny Jones,
How old were you?
5th grade.
Was it a state quarter?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I'll say I don't really remember, but I don't think it would have been. No.
Where were you?
When I swallowed it?
Yes.
In Jenny Jones's apartment.
How old were you?
Sorry, where she lived with her mom and her mom's boyfriend.
And what was Jenny Jones's mother's name?
Oh God, I honestly don't remember. You guys, I'm old.
Was it a bicentennial quarter?
I don't remember what the
Are you still friends?
No, I mean that was 5th grade.
Any relation to the TV host Jenny Jones?
No.
Was this like a party at her apartment? Like a...
Yeah, it was like a group of our friends getting together and doing Truth or Dare.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. And so you chose the dare, and the dare was swallow a quarter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other dares were play chicken in the road
Okay.
or drink a concoction
Oh,
made
no.
up.
Where did you grow up? Where were you born? Like, where did this all take place?
In Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And so parent supervision, just not a...
Not at Jenny's house.
Which is why it was Jenny's house.
Also why we're not still friends.
for
She
sure.
was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did it taste like when you swallowed the quarter?
I mean, it tasted metally and like kind of gross. Like you'd think, like this has been in a lot of people's hands and wallets.
Did you?
But you guys looked at there. I had to do it. I had to do it.
How did you feel emotionally during that day?
I mean, I was a kid, so like, I feel like I felt proud of myself for like taking the dare. You know what I mean?
Did they like say, "Yeah, good job," and like were they with you, or were they like,
I
"Bro,
think
she
they
ate a
were
quarter"?
kind of amazed that I did it, but I was pretty nerdy, so I had something to prove.
Sure.
Like I said, I did not grow up in a household like Jenny's.
Sure. Did you get in trouble when they found out?
My parents do not know.
Coming to you live on Zoom.
Sorry, Mom. She's actually probably watching. Oh God. Okay.
10 seconds. Last question.
I think it's true.
I think it's true. Good try. I feel like this is a real deal. I'm disappointed she doesn't remember the quarter. You didn't keep it, did you?
That is 3 minutes. I'm going to come to the audience. We have one person with one more question in the back. I'm going to go back here. Here it comes. Hello.
How did you not choke on that?
I just swallowed it down.
She said 7 days, which feels like a lot.
I know, it's hard to believe. Also, please don't try this at home. You will regret it.
And it wouldn't hurt. You wouldn't notice. I don't think.
Do we have a guess?
We think it's a big fat lie.
Johanna, the answer is...
I know, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It is!
We are guessing pretty well tonight. Let's see if you're going to keep that card just for now. I mean, you can't take it home.
It's because she didn't know which quarter it was.
Yeah, exactly. No one
You just said that for your parents.
All right, next card goes to Aaron.
Oh boy. I almost lost a nipple to an owl.
Was it your nipple?
Yes. It was my nipple.
Was it on a dare?
No.
No.
It was a workplace hazard.
Where were you working?
I was working at a sort of one of those private collection zoos that goes to like schools and you know the ones. They go to like schools and libraries. You know.
I do know those
Yeah.
ones. What kind of owl?
It was a barred owl,
Name 2 other types of owls.
a barn owl, and a great horned owl.
Okay.
What was the owl's name?
We didn't name them, so it was like this owl couldn't be returned to its environment because it had been injured, and so they did a lot of animal rehab, and if the animal can't be released, then it becomes part of the collection.
Were
And so
you
we-
wearing a shirt
I
at the
wa-
time?
I was wearing a shirt with the logo of the company on it. We were getting ready to go to a big presentation.
The owl didn't want to go?
The owl said no.
Did you have to get medical care?
I did not need medical care, but I did bleed through the shirt, and I needed a replacement because we were going to go see children, and didn't want to scare them with my, bloody nipple.
Show us your nipple.
Ryan said PG-13.
That's why that consent before. Which nipple we could ask? Like which nipple?
My right nipple.
Oh.
Is it still tender?
No, but there is a scar. Beaks are sharp.
Were there any other injuries at that job?
Oh, lots. Yeah, I spent a whole summer getting chewed up by animals. I was peed on by a giant tortoise. I was bit by a genet. I got bit by a cockatoo. I still have the scars on this hand from that.
I can see them.
What's a genet?
It's a small mammal that lives in desert, and better not.
Did the owl still go on the trip after?
We decided not to take it after the taste for blood and all.
And where were you going? To a birthday party at school?
No, we were going to go. There's this Boy Scout camp, and we were going to do a nature of Indiana thing. And the barred owl is native to Indiana, and so we were going to take the barred owl along with the raccoon.
Are you saying barred?
Barred, B-A-R-R-E-D, and the barn owl, 2 different types of owl.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he said
That's a
I
free
know.
fact. And then those are both types of owls.
So did you have to fill out HR forms or something?
Oh no, this place was not. We didn't do a lot of paperwork. It was an unpaid summer internship.
Tiger King style.
Yeah. Nobody lost an arm, but I did almost lose a nipple.
Can you give us the bird call of a barred owl?
Oh, that's a great question. So they are nocturnal, and so we only work during the day, and so they weren't going to make their calls, but it was something like a... It's been a little bit... I'm out of practice. It's been a couple
You got
years.
it. You got it.
Something like that. Don't hold it against the barred owl.
Okay, that's time to get a question from the audience. Yes, right here.
What was the name of the organization you worked for?
I don't know that I should say that, but it is no longer functioning.
All right, so Brian's team is collaborating on, do we have an answer?
Well, both of my teammates are saying true, and I don't want to go against them, so we shall say true.
And the answer is?
It's true.
Yeah!
It's another point, 2-1.
Also, we have some really fun teammates. People with lots of life experience. I like
Oh, I
that.
thought you were
Yes. Our next card goes to Angela.
Great bird call.
I became lost in the woods for a night when I was 7.
What'd you do?
I wandered around and I cried, and I called out for my mom, and then I just kind of sat under a tree.
Why were you in the woods?
Yeah.
We were camping.
And you wandered off?
Yeah, I was supposed to be gathering firewood.
Alone?
Again, this was the 70s.
Who all was camping?
It was my family, my mom, my stepdad, my sister, and I think there were some cousins there. I honestly have blocked a good portion of the trip from my brain.
And no one came to find you out of all of those people?
Well, I think they were looking for me. They just didn't find me till the next morning.
Because the firewood was way out in the woods.
Well, I was way out in the woods. I got lost.
Where?
So,
And what part of the country were you in?
we were in California. Let's see, we lived in Riverside, so, I mean, it would have been like an hour or so outside of Riverside somewhere. We didn't drive too far.
What time?
sort of... Go ahead.
Well, what time of year?
It was summer, I think.
Okay.
I mean,
You were allowed to have a wood fire in the forests of California in the summer.
again, it was the 70s. Things have changed.
What kinds of things did you think about? Maybe it was a vision quest.
Good question.
Well, let's see. I worried about spiders.
Should have worried about owls.
Yeah.
I think I was just so scared that any sound I heard, I worried it was something that was going to eat me if it wasn't saying my name. And I didn't hear anybody say my name, so.
What's the first thing your parents said to you when they found you?
Where did you go? You went too far?
What did you tell them?
I remember just crying when they found me. I mean, it wasn't just my parents. There was actually a police officer with them. I mean, I was lost in the woods overnight. That was, even in the 70s, that was kind of a big deal.
So they looked all night and got the authorities and still didn't find you until morning?
We were in a campground. Yeah, no. I mean, we were camping in a campground. We weren't like out in the backwoods.
But you wandered into the forest.
I went. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it was a campground in the forest. Yeah.
Did they leave you out of their sight for the rest of the trip?
No. If I remember correctly, we actually packed up and went home.
Okay.
I ruined the whole vacation. I don't like camping.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault.
I still don't like camping.
I mean,
All right, that's the time of questions. I'm going to go right here. I saw this hand go right up. 2
Did you fall asleep, part A, and part B? If so, how did you stay warm?
Well, I think I must have fallen asleep because I don't have a memory of the whole night. I just have, kind of bits and pieces of it. And I don't remember it being that cold.
Summertime.
All right, thank you for that. Team Kelsey, do we have an answer?
We do have an answer.
Indeed.
Yes.
We think it's a big fat lie.
Oh. Angela?
It is a big fat lie.
See, I didn't plan these cards, I did pretty good going back and forth. Oh, wait. No, wait, I'm gonna go this way. Hold on.
So close.
So close. I'm gonna go this team next. Okay, we got Kelsey.
You guys, growing up, I had a pet cat named Tom and a pet hamster named Jerry.
Lie. That's straight up lie.
Wait, who
That
named
counts.
them?
Lock that in.
I did.
Where'd you get the idea?
The television.
What color was your cat? What color was your dog?
It was a hamster.
Oh, hamster. What color was your hamster?
Orange and white.
How long did the hamster live?
4 years.
The cat?
7 years.
7
Which one was
years.
Jerry?
Jerry was the hamster.
7 years.
Where-
That's pretty early for a cat. Like,
Where'd you
I'm-
get
I'm
the
going
cat?
right now.
Where'd I get the cat?
Yeah.
The pound.
Did you have other cats?
Yeah.
How many? How many other cats did you have?
We had, at the time, we had one other cat.
What was that cat's name?
Enid.
Were your cats indoor, outdoor?
Mostly indoors. One of them would walk me to school.
Which one?
Enid.
How far would they,
It was
how far away was your school from?
like 0.75 miles.
What was the name of the school?
That's a mile and a half for the cat to go there and back.
They're in shape.
What was the name of the school?
Byram Elementary.
Byram.
I want to know how
Byram?
you take care of a hamster.
What's that?
Care instructions for a hamster.
Well, I mean, you feed it, you entertain it, you do funny voices for it, you keep it away from the cat, you get, like, stuff at the grocery store for them, like apples and stuff.
What's a voice? Give us a voice example.
What's a voice I did for the
cat.
hamster?
Yeah, or the hamster, yes.
Well, one of them I did an impression of my grandpa, because
Okay.
it's not a vocal impression, it's a physical impression, because he only had toes on one foot. I'm not proud of it!
I don't wanna. I feel like we kind of have to at this point. See.
He would want me to, I think. So you're the hamster, right? Okay. All right, dude, it's almost bedtime. Let's make fun of Grandpa again. Hey, look! It was sewn together after they were ripped off.
I feel bad saying it was a lie.
Did the hamster enjoy the impression?
Loved it.
Where was the hamster in the house?
He was in my room.
Where?
On the floor.
On the floor with cats.
The cats didn't really come in that room.
The cats didn't come into your bedroom.
And they watched
It's time. Everybody come in the back over here. See a hand right here. Question for you.
How are your grandfather's toes ripped off?
The only important question.
It happened pretty young. It was during World War II. There wasn't a whole lot of medical care where he was, and they got gross and died off, so they just kind of cut the fat off of that foot. And the rest is obvious.
Okay, Team Ryan, before you answer, I just want you to know that I also had a cat that followed me to my bus stop.
How far was that?
About a block.
Yeah, that's not a 3/4 of a mile though. We're going with
I'm
a
just
lie.
saying it's possible.
It's possible, yes, but I'm gonna go with a lie. We're going with a lie.
Is that the whole team collaboration?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
The answer is?
It was a lie.
So we should be 2, there we go, 2 and 3. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this can tie it up.
This could tie it up.
Okay.
Ryan!
Thank you. Like I said. I once went home with the wrong family in elementary school. There should be an E at the end of home. I once went home with the wrong family.
That makes more sense.
In elementary school.
Which family did you go home with?
The Suarez family.
Which family were you supposed to go home
The
with?
Suarez family.
You went home with the wrong Suarez family?
I went home with the wrong.
There's 2
There were
Suarez's.
2 Suarez.
What were the name?
You had never met them before?
I knew both of them quite well.
Classmates?
I went to school with one, and the other were family friends.
What were the names of the kids?
David Suarez is who I was in class with, and the other had names like who's-its and what's-its that I can't quite remember right now.
Wait, so you were supposed to go home with the schoolmate Suarez?
That's correct.
Why was the family friend Suarez at school?
They were not at the family friend Suarez was not at school. No, scratch that. I was supposed to go home with the family friend Suarez, but I went home with the classmate Suarez family.
Why'd they take you home?
The mom was confused and just let me in the car and took me home.
Then what'd you do?
Had dinner, and then called my mom and said, "Hey, come pick me up from the Suarez's," and she said, well, "You're at the wrong Suarez."
How did you get that mixed up?
Because I was like in 5th grade, and I was like, well, I know that Suarez family, so I'm going to...
So your instructions at school were go home with the Suarez's?
Yep, and I followed instructions.
Why were you going home with the Suarez's?
I don't know, because my mom worked 2 jobs, couldn't pick me up after school.
What'd you have for dinner at the Suarez's?
Oh, can I make it up? I don't know, I can't remember honestly, but nope, can't remember.
So your mom called the other? How did they figure out where you were?
Yeah.
They called the school, and the school
But
knew
you
that
said you called your mom and told her to pick you up.
That's true, I did do that.
Okay.
Because if you went home with
That
the Suarez,
part of it is true.
why would the school even be concerned about that?
We don't need 59 seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, boss.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to do that.
No, you nailed it. So,
What else did you do at their house? Go on!
I just remember it being very awkward for everybody.
but you stayed for dinner?
I did. They were very kind.
But if it was awkward, why didn't they just get you home first?
They didn't know where I lived.
But they're family friends.
No, they were not.
No.
Oh,
They
these
were
are classmates.
These are classmates.
Oh,
What
okay.
class were you in,
Friendly.
David?
I went to a private school, so we went through 1st through 8th grade in all classes together. St. Victor's.
So you just went up to them and were like, hey, David, I'm going home with you. And they were like, okay.
Very much that face, yes. Very much confused.
Did you ever go out of their house again?
What?
Did you ever go to their house again?
No.
And what happened to the other Suarez's that were looking to take you home?
They were nervous. Didn't know where I was. So maybe they called my mom. Three people called my mom that day.
That is fine. Do we have any questions? Oh, we got a question on up here. Let's go on up here. Here we go.
What did the Suarez's serve for dinner?
Great.
I don't quite remember. So I don't want to make it up, but it was delicious. I enjoyed it.
If you're watching David.
If this is a big fat lie, but if this is a true story, we're gonna have some words.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're choosing.
We think it's a big fat lie.
Okay. And
And the answer is?
in fact, that is a lie. This is a true statement.
No!
I once were at home with the wrong Suarez family in 5th grade, and they were very confused as to why I went home with them.
Well, it was the 70s.
We have 4 points for Team Red. We have 2 points for Blue
okay.
Team.
It's okay.
Sorry, Blue Team, Team Blue, whatever it is.
The charm oozers.
The Charm Oozers. So we now move into round 2. The losing team will be shown a picture on the screen, and that has some sort of connection to one person on this team. Okay? And then they're going to tell us, each person's going to tell us how they are connected to that person. This team here is going to guess which person is telling the truth.
Do we get to ask questions?
You get to ask questions after they each make a statement.
Okay.
Okay? And if you guess correctly, you win. If you guess incorrectly, they get to come back from the end and take the whole game. What? That's right. So, Marianne, here we go. Let me turn the screen a little bit so you can see it a little better. You see okay?
Yes.
Okay, which one of you would like to tell us?
All right,
first?
so Aaron.
Yes, this is Florian, and he's my little brother from Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Elf.
This is Florian, and he's my next door neighbor who walked into our house.
All right. Anna?
This is Florian, and I was his nanny.
All right. All right, Ryan's team, let's start asking our questions.
How long were you a nanny?
4 months.
Where were you in Annie?
Belgium.
And he's Florian, is he French? Why do you say Florian?
Because they speak French in Belgium sometimes.
Okay.
Part of the country.
Okay, we'll come back to you, I think. Are we going to move on to another, or do you want to ask
Yeah, I
one?
thought it was just rapid fire.
Rapid
all
fire,
rapid
all
fire,
over. Go where you
So
want.
Aaron, how long were you a big brother?
6 years.
In where?
In Indiana.
How many kids did you have?
Oh, just one. If it works, you stick with them.
So how old was he in this photo?
8.
How old is he now?
Well, 8, 6, 15 now, because that's 6 years.
What's he doing there, like in that picture?
We were in the woods, and he found a stick that he really liked and brought it back.
Woods.
Yep.
Name
doesn't look
3
like a
words
stick.
to describe Florian.
Cheerful, goofy, Legos.
What's on his shirt?
What's on his shirt? Oh, it's Adidas. You can't really see the logo. It's the Adidas logo in the middle. He was sportier than I was, but we bonded over Legos.
Why did he walk into your house?
He walked into my house the first time because it was Halloween, and he didn't know. He was much younger, and he just walked into our house because it was his first house ever. So he just walked into our house and into our kitchen.
So, what's on the other side of those fancy double
Yeah, you've
doors?
been-
That's their house. Yeah, it's his dad's guitar that is inside of the house, and I play guitar, and I was teaching him how to play the guitar. That's why he's holding one of his toys.
What's your favorite song to play on the guitar?
Guiding Light by Muse.
As the nanny, what were their parents' names?
Vincent and Sophie.
Why was this photo taken?
Oh, me?
No, Chelsea.
Why was it taken?
Yeah, what's the
Because
story
we
behind
have
this photo?
memories we want to keep.
Why were you?
Why take any photo?
But is there a story behind like the taking of this photo?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was 4th of July, and he was just super pumped. I mean, we were outside, and we were learning how to play the guitar, and he was pumped up, and his mom wanted to take a picture.
What's that in his hand?
It's one of his, I don't know what it is. I think it's a pool noodle, to be honest. But he was using it as a guitar, because I was teaching him how to play guitar.
Do they have a pool?
No, but the community does.
And why were you only a nanny for 4 months?
His parents were getting divorced.
Oh.
Did Florian have, this is all for all 3 of you, any siblings?
How many?
1.
How many?
me? 1. Older sister.
What was her name?
Her name?
Yeah.
Laura.
Okay.
Only child, rock star. In the
Did he have any pets?
Did he have any pets?
Yes.
Yes, 1 box turtle that he lost.
Ooh, that lost.
Okay, that's time. I'm just going to come to the audience here and say, Mom, do you have a question at all for these people at all? Thanks, Mom. So, Team Ryan, have you got a guess?
Yeah, what do you say? Who do you think it is? Tell us, you can tell us. I'll go back and forth. Who do you think?
I think it's Aaron.
Who do you think?
I think it's Aaron. I'm worried about the name Florian.
The name Florian is
Well, for someone
It's a
in
great
Indiana, it's a cool name.
There's no Florians. We're gonna go with Aaron. Florian is related to Aaron in some way. He's the bigger brother from the program.
All right, let's find out who is telling the truth. Please stand up. Wow. All right. Well, guess what, guys?
We lost.
We just lost.
Team Kelsey has.
Mary Ann.
That's
beautiful, Mary
Take
Ann.
home the little podium trophy for about a week, and then they have to bring it back.
Love it.
So, thank you for watching. I might be lying. I encourage you all to go home and brush up on your lies because you never know when you might be a future contestant on I Might Be Lying. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mary Ann. Have a great night.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
I wasn't a big brother. I did have a big brother. It was a great job. Good job, team.
So I can see it if it's
I'm so sorry to call you Kelsey. It's like right on my head. I was like, that's wrong.
And then before, yeah.
That was great.